I'm glad this happened. Okay. There's a couple things I needed to discuss, by the way, about prison. When you go to prison and you have armor on, you wake up in a prison suit. Well, you're supposed to wake up in a prison suit like those. You see those guys down there? You're supposed to wake up in a prison suit like those. When you get out of prison, you will get all your armor back. Oh, shit! Look, I woke up in a prison suit now, magically. What up, guys? Astro here, back at it again with another video. Welcome back to the new player guide series, and I got another good one for you guys today. This is a situation that might happen to you if you're a brand new player, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to deal with it. How to deal with a crime stat, how to deal with being a criminal, or how to go to prison and get it taken care of. There's a couple bugs in the game currently that you have to work around in 3.22. Hopefully they get fixed soon, but they've also been a bug for a couple of months now, so who knows when it's going to get fixed. And we'll talk more about that as we get into it. But, you know, before we do that, we got to do what we got to do, right? And that is, of course, smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live and any stuff like that, because we're back to going live on live streams 3 or 4 times a week at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check out those. And of course, hit that join button to become a member. Cool perks for that coming out. And shout outs and names in the back of the videos and all those kinds of cool stuff. So hit that join button down below. All that stuff. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let's get into the video. So, here we are in our still noobish kind of outfit, right? Where we don't have too much going on. Um, where I'm going to go now? Oh, wait, before we start, here, I'm at Seraphim Station, right, guys? Okay. I'm at Seraphim Station in the Crusader system. I'm at Seraphim. And if you can see here in the top right corner of my screen, I have a crime stat. You can also see it in your Moby Glass. I have a crime stat 1. Sometimes this happens. You get a parking ticket. You get your ship impounded in the wrong place, or maybe a security guard pulled you over and you were AFK and didn't know that the security guard was pulling you over while you were drifting in space, so he gave you a ticket for not stopping. Those are all things that you can get a crime stat 1 or 2 for, or and whatnot. But as long as your crime stat is below 3, then there's really no big deal. If you have a crime stat 1 or 2, you could completely ignore it if you want. Having a crime stat 1 or 2 just means you have a parking ticket or something unpaid. That's all that a crime stat 1 or 2 is. You don't get hunted by other players. You don't get sent to prison by other people. You don't get any downed effects. No side effects, no down qualities of having a crime stat 1 or 2. Actually, one of the cool things about having a crime stat 1 or 2 is that when the cops do pull you over to scan you, they have a nice little cool dialogue that they say, "Oh, hey, you have a crime stat 1, or you have a crime stat that, or they say you have some kind of ticket or something that has been unpaid. Make sure to go get that taken care of. Have a wonderful day." And I think that's really cool that the cops have a unique dialogue for when you do have a crime stat 1 or 2. So that's the first tip of the day. Crime stat 1 and crime stat 2 doesn't really matter. It's no big deal. You could ignore it and have it the whole time. There is no downsides to having a crime stat 1 or 2. But if you don't want to have a crime stat 1 or 2, and you want to get that taken care of, so just in case you get another parking ticket or you accidentally blow up another vehicle, because that's what could happen and to get a crime stat 2 is you accidentally blow up a vehicle that is an NPC or something. What you need to do is go to any station and go to the Galleria. Any station Galleria. There's different, you could do this any station, any city, but it's all the same in the stations. The cities have different places for these kiosks. But there's a kiosk that you can clear your crime stat at. And for any station, you come to the Galleria, you take the elevator to the Galleria, and you find the admin center. So now the admin center is going to be in a different place for all the different stations, but you always go to the admin center. So here at Seraphim, the admin center is up the stairs, and it looks the same in all the stations. All the stations, the admin center is this big yellow wall with a door. Okay, so this is the admin center on all the stations. They're big and yellow, and they have this kiosk out in front of it. And this is where you go, and you go to this kiosk, and you hit login. And again, like I said, the Crimestat 1 or 2 does not affect you in any way, but if you want to get it taken care of, you can come here and pay off the fine. You hit that, boom, all done. Now you don't have a Crimestat at all. There was also a surrender button down here, but we'll talk about that in the near future. We'll come back to that. All right, so we just paid off our Crimestat. Now we no longer have a Crimestat. So that's the step 1 of today's video. Today's video is about dealing with the Crimestat if you accidentally get it or if you purposely get it. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do some bunkers, or I'm gonna go do a bunker and go back to the habs and go do a bunker. That's the next step. While we're on the way to the bunker, we'll talk about other tips and tricks and bugs situations. So again, Crimestat 1 or 2 doesn't affect you at all. Once you get a Crimestat 3, you cannot pay off that crime. If you have a Crimestat 3, you cannot go to that terminal and pay it off. You have to either go to jail, or you have to go to a special station called SPK, Security Post Korea, on Selin in the Crusader system, and clear your Crimestat through hacking a terminal and whatnot. So those are your two options if you get a Crimestat 3. It's either go to prison or go to SPK and clear your Crimestat. Now, that leads to the next discussion of bugs. Also, if you get a Crimestat 3 or higher, you also get hunted by other players, and stations will no longer be friendly. They will shoot at you, and all the regular missions in the general tab will go away because you are a wanted criminal and you can no longer pick up contracts in the general tab. Any existing missions that are in the general tab that you have already accepted will fail once you get a Crimestat 3. So just so you know about those things. You'll be hunted by players. Once you get a Crimestat 3, it will pop up in the bounty hunting tab where there are criminals that need to be hunted. Let's see if there's any in this server. Doesn't look like there's any criminals in this server. Maybe not. But yeah, it will pop up for the whole server that you're on, and it'll say so and so is a criminal, and it'll give them your location as long as you're in a comm array area. Again, the stations will shoot at you. You can no longer go back to stations. The only place that's safe to go is Grimhex. We'll deal with that here in the near future. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pick up a bunker mission, and I'm going to actually pick up a wave bunker mission. We'll talk about that, why I'm doing that. If you don't have the wave bunker mission, it doesn't matter. I'm just using the wave bunker mission as an example, okay? So don't worry about what mission I'm picking. I'm just doing a bunker mission. That's the point of this. And again, as we fly to this bunker, let me talk more about the bugs that you have to deal with in Crimestats and whatnot. So there's bugs where currently in the game, for some reason unknown, and why this has not been fixed, because it's definitely a game-breaking bug, and it needs to be fixed. I can't state that enough. Comm arrays, especially around Crusader, cannot be turned off. You cannot insert, you've seen it in a video before, in the bug video I showed off, comm arrays, you cannot insert your Tiger Claw into the comm array to turn it off. So, what this means is when you cannot turn the comm array off on Selin, which means you cannot go to SPK and kill all the guards on the station and clear your Crimestat. So therefore, that option of going to clear your Crimestat instead of going to prison is almost 100% gone. Now you can still go to SPK and clear your Crimestat, but you're probably going to get a bigger Crimestat on the way of doing it. And so you can still do it, but it's a lot more work than it would be, like a lot more work and a lot harder than it would be if you could take down the Comores, making life really, really hard on criminals or people who like to get small criminal stuff or people who just like to go to SBK in general. It makes life really hard, and that SBK bug is a pain in the ass. So the SBK thing, there will not be a tutorial on that because one, I've done it before, so you can check my other videos for SBK videos and either clearing a Crimestat or going to SBK and stealing drugs or going to SBK and farming boss armor. That is all in previous videos that you can go look up on my channel by probably going to my videos and typing in SBK, and it'll pop up some SBK videos. So if you want to see those kind of videos, you can go see those. But there's a bug on clearing your crime stat. So right now, the best option for clearing your crime stat, especially if you're a new player, if you end up getting a crime stat 3 or higher, is to turn yourself in or die in a security zone so you could go to prison. And that's what we're doing now. I'll show you how this is done. We'll talk about it. We're going to go to a bunker. We're going to have some time. We're going to have a good time and just enjoy our video, right? So I'm flying my Aurora. I think next video, guys, I'm going to be flying a different ship. I think it's time to use a different starter ship for funsies. I think you guys have seen the Aurora enough. I think you guys have also seen the Titan in a lot of my videos, so maybe and I've also used the Mustang in the combat tutorial video. So maybe we'll use the brand new starter ship, the Sulin, and show that off in the next player series thingamabobber. The next new player guide. Ooh, we are really close to the ground, guys. I didn't even notice. It's really dark. It's been really dark lately. Like, extremely extra dark in the places of darkness. Maybe I need to turn my gamma up or something. I don't know what it is, but it's been really dark. But here we are, pulling up to the bunker. Again, this is a friendly bunker. This is a tier 3 bunker. Actually, technically, this is a tier 4 bunker I'm doing, which is a way bunker that apparently my server is struggling because the bunker hasn't even rendered in, which means the elevator might not be there. That is also frustrating. Look at that, guys. Star Citizen at its finest. Bunkers, working, 100%. Rendered in bunkers, no problem. Look at that. Turn on the lights. Doesn't that look great? Look at my bunker, guys. I've unlocked a new bunker. New bunker unlocked. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. Whoa. Was that Carrick here the whole time? Alright, for real now? Like, why hasn't this bunker rendered in? For real now. Okay, so usually if this happens, like, it takes a minute to render in. Like, 1 minute or so. Like, not even 1 minute. Like, 30 seconds or so. It's been way too long. If I have to do a cut in this video, it's going to be upsetting. I didn't want to have to do a cut in this video. You can see the bunker is starting to render in. The framework is rendering in. The question is the elevator going to render in? Usually if the bunker is not rendered in, the elevator is not. At least in my experience. Prove me wrong here, game. This is what I get for recording in the middle of the day. This is what I get for recording in the middle of the day. Dude. Game. There we go. Hello, bunker. You exist? Do you actually exist, bunker? Wow. How crazy is that? Get our vector lined up correctly. Roll in the way we want to roll in. And we'll see how this is. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if the elevator is going to be there. Guess we'll find out.
Engines are off.
This server is really rough, apparently. But that's okay. We don't need great server performance to show off what we're talking about today in today's video. So I'm going to go ahead and open our door. We'll be a good guy, and we will close our door behind us. And we'll see if this elevator is here. The elevator is here. Wow. Extraordinary. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll take it. Beautiful. Down the bunker we go. Okay, so the point of this video, like I said, guys, is dealing with the crime stat and dealing with being a criminal and whatnot. It's not about being a criminal. We're not showing off how to be a criminal. That's for future videos. If you guys want to see those, I might show some of those. But this is how to deal with accidentally getting a crime stat, okay? So, I'm doing a bunker. Woo, look at me. I'm doing a bunker. Yes, me. I'm doing a bunker. Don't you see? But guy got a bunker too. Bunker, bunker, bunker. Do. I'm doing a bunker. Can't you see? Then I go in here and I'm shooting people. Pew, pew, pew. The game is really bugged. Yes, it is. But, oh no, look. There's an enemy over here. Oh, I better hide. Oh no! Oh no! Whoops, I accidentally shot a guard. Oh no! I failed my mission. Not only did you fail your mission and lose a little bit of rep, which kind of sucks, possibility your ship's going to get blown up, so maybe our ship's going to get blown up, but because the game is broken, maybe not. Oh no! I shot a guard! What do? I now have a crime stat 3. The whole world knows I'm a criminal now. Oh no, but it was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. I have a crime stat 3. Oh no. Now all the guards in the bunker are hostile versus you. So when you shoot a guard and kill a guard, the mission fails and all the guards in the bunker are now going to shoot at you. So you're supposed to leave. You run away. Oh no. I'm a criminal. And this happens, don't worry. It happens to everybody. Even if you're not a new player, it happens to everybody. You accidentally shoot a guard sometimes, or the guard walks in front of your bullets sometimes, or even the guards teleport in front of your bullets sometimes. So it happens. You get a crime stat 3. Oh no, what do? Okay, so again, stations shoot at you. Everything shoots at you. You are no longer a outstanding citizen. You are now a criminal, and you have to pay the prices. So we're going to go to prison. Because, like I said, SPK is not working. First, I'm going to see if I step on this ship if we get shot at. Okay, we're getting really lucky right now. Usually if you get a crime... I thought I shut my door. Usually if you get a crime stat, the turrets will sometimes blow up your ship and whatnot, but apparently we're getting kind of lucky here. And sometimes this happens where the game is either broken or something. Okay. Now we can't even take off. The game is very broken today. Okay.
Engines are off. Engines are on. Take off.
There we go. Turn the engines on and off. Let's get out of here before the turrets actually start to shoot at us. But yes, so sometimes if you get a crime stat and you fail your mission by shooting a guard, the place will blow up your ship and you're shit out of luck then, and you either have to call a friend to come get you, put up a personal beacon to come get you, or some other stuff like logging out or just trying to figure out what you're going to do, right? So we got a crime set now. We cannot go back to what do you call it? We cannot go back to Seraphim Station. We can't go to Orison. We can't go to Microtech. We can't go anywhere that is where the friendly people hang out. We have to go where the criminals live. And where do the criminals live? They live on Grimhex. Where is Grimhex? On Crusader, on Yella, Grimhex in the asteroid field. So you set your route to Grimhex. You fly to Grimhex. And that is where your new home is as a criminal. or where you go to turn yourself in. So again, you could either turn yourself in, or you can go, you could die in the bunker and you'll go to prison, or you can go die anywhere that says you're trespassing, and if you die in a location that says you're trespassing, then you will go to prison. Or if a player with call to arms kills you, you'll go to prison. So those are the options of dying and going to prison, or you turn yourself in. So what I'm showing off is how you can go to Grimhex as a safe haven as a criminal, and you could go to Grimhex to turn yourself in. So that's what I'm showing off in this video. I'm also going to show the prison loop. So I'm going to give you guys everything you need to know about dealing with the Crimestat and going to prison. We are not going to escape from prison. That is an option. If you want to see escaping from prison, it is much more complicated than what I'm going to be doing. But I do have videos on escaping from prison. So you could find those on my channel by searching my channel videos and typing in prison or escape. And you'll find the escape from prison videos. So this is Grimhex. It's a station on the asteroid field if you've never been here. A station on an asteroid if you've never been here. This is where you go and you're a criminal. As you can see, the comm arrays are gone. We are no longer in a comm array area. So in the top right corner, you don't see the comms anymore, and you also can't tell that you have a Crimestat. And if you pull up your mobi-glass, which we'll do once we land, it will also say that you don't have a Crimestat, but that's only because you're in an area with no comms. So Grimhex. So here's Grimhex, right? As I was saying, now there are landing pads here to land on Grimhex. You could also call for a landing pad. As you can see there, I got a landing hangar over there. So you can land in a hangar, or you can land on these pads, whichever one you prefer, here at Grimhex. And it's just like any other station. It has landing pads. It has hangars back over there, and it has landing pads over here. So it's just like any other station. Besides, it's a safe haven, like I said, for criminals, and it's a little ugly. It's a little beat up. It's a little piratey, little broken, little lived in, or not necessarily lived in, more of like trashed it. Anyways, point is, we're here at Grimhex, and we're safe from being hunted. When you're here at Grimhex, you can no longer be hunted. It's where you're safe. Now, I wouldn't call it like what you should do is just hide out in Grimhex when you're a criminal, because that's not what you should do either. But the point is, you're here on Grimhex because you're a criminal, and if you need to change ships or get some armor or get some weapons or ammo or get a tiger claw or whatever you need to do, Grimhex is where you gotta go. And this is just like any other station. It has a medical bay, it has a gun shop, and whatever you need, hangars, whatnot. This server is really, really, really broken. We might do a small cut once we get to prison. We'll see. But the medical bay is over there. This is where the hangars are. This is a hangar elevator, and the terminal kiosks here for the hangars. And if you went into a hangar, you would come out one of these elevators, right? And then be right next to the kiosk. And then there's elevators here. What we're going to do is we're going to go turn ourselves in. So from the terminal kiosk to go turn yourself in at Grimhex, to find the kiosk, because like I said, this is a unique station. So you go this way towards these elevators, and you go down one of these elevators to the other area. There's only two areas. There's the lobby and the main concourse. And you go here and you take this elevator down, right? And right from the elevator, you're going to go and take these, or go this direction towards the stairs, and you're going to take a left, and you're going to follow the roundabout and go up the stairs, and then the kiosk is right there in the corner to the right. Okay. So now that we have a Crimestat 3, which like I said, I'll open up my Moby Glass, and the Moby Glass is saying that we don't have a Crimestat. But it's lying to us. We do have a Crimestat. It's just because the comm arrays are not up, because there's no comms at Grimhex, it doesn't know that we have a Crimestat. And that's okay. We still do. So we're going to use this terminal here, and it's going to show that we have a Crimestat 3 for a murder. Okay, I don't know if it's the game breaking or whatnot. Or maybe it's because you can't, like I said, you can't pay off the fine. But I thought it still showed the fine and gave you the option to pay it, but it doesn't get rid of your Crimestat. I'm gonna try it again. It might just be the server being a little bit laggy. Okay. Anyways, like I said, we have a Crimestat. So you have to turn yourself in, guys. And you could either, like I said, die in a trespassing zone or turn yourself in. But turning yourself in and surrendering actually gets you reduced time sentence. So if you're new to the game and you're trying to get rid of your Crimestat, go to Grimhex, go to this terminal, and hit surrender. And just like that, your screen goes black, and you go to prison. You wake up, and in prison, I'll let you hear the guy talk. Yeah. I don't know if he was talking to me or not. Just open the door to leave your cell, because you could leave your cell. You could also click on this work release thing, but it doesn't matter. Just leaving the cell works too. I'm glad this actually happened, guys. I woke up in prison naked. I'm glad this happened. Okay. There's a couple things I needed to discuss, by the way, about prison. When you go to prison and you have armor on, you wake up in a prison suit. Well, you're supposed to wake up in a prison suit like those. You see those guys down there? You're supposed to wake up in a prison suit like those. When you get out of prison, you will get all your armor back. Oh, shit! Look, I woke up in a prison suit now, magically. I was gonna say, if you wake up naked, you could just kill yourself, and you'll get your suit. Or apparently, if you just wait a little bit of time, it'll appear on your body. When you leave prison, you'll get all the armor and weapons that you had on your body when you went to prison back. So don't worry about that. You'll also, even depending on the situation, get your ship back that you were last flying when you leave prison. So don't worry about armor and ship stuff and anything like that. You'll get that all back when you leave prison. So don't worry about that. Anyways, we're in a suit, and now we can, you know, do our prison sentence. So let's go see how much time we have. Let's go down the stairs. Careful going down the stairs a little bit. Okay. I took a wrong turn. How did I miss the stairs? They're like right here. You just keep going down in a spiral almost, right? Anyways. So this kiosk right here in the middle here is how you can tell how much time you have as a prisoner. And usually for a Crimestat 3 like this, and you turned yourself in, you only get an hour-long sentence. So that's hour-long real-life time. You can log out and come back in an hour, and you'll be ready to leave prison. That's one option. You can always just let the game... oh, someone's getting out. I'll let him talk. Well, actually, we'll hear that when we leave. We'll hear that when we leave. Anyways, like I said, we have an hour-long sentence. So you can either log off, wait that hour, come back, and then you can leave. That's one option. Or you can get out in 5 minutes by doing one of two things, and that is working off your sentence. So we can go to the work mines. We have multi-tools on us. They gave us a multi-tool with a mining attachment. So we can go to the work mines and mine some minerals, mine some gems, okay? So what you can do is you go in here and you just go down and you, like I said, we have a suit, we have a backpack, and we have a mining tool. So you can go down and work your sentence off. Again, the server is pretty bad at the moment, but hey, whatever. So you can go down Route 1, you can go down Route 2, or you can go down Route 3. There's 3 different routes. Most people go down Route 1. It is probably the quickest route to the backyard, but there's probably people that have been down there on this server, so we're going to go down Route 2. And we're looking for gems. As you can see, people have been here and have worked on the gems in this location, the little rocks. If you haven't seen any hand mining or haven't done any mining at all, this is a nice little introduction to hand mining. I haven't made any new player guide series on industrial stuff, but that's because that's not really my game loop, and we'll save that for future times. Don't worry, that stuff will come in the future, but not right now. At least you'll see, like I said, a little bit of hand mining. There are a couple options. Like I said, when you're to do this, you look for these rocks and try to find the ones that haven't been mined by other players, because all these have already been cracked. You see they're kind of like in half pieces. I mean, somebody's already been here and mined them, which is unfortunate. Another thing you can do is there's sometimes a mission in your contracts for repairing the that's weird. It's giving me personal stuff. Interesting. Well, that's an escape mission, but again, we're not doing that one. So we don't have there's sometimes a mission where it can give you to go repair a terminal, a oxygen tank in the mines, and those can be helpful to get you out of prison. But we don't have any of those available at the moment. The prisons can be a little bit confusing on the route taking. Just know when you're trying to go backwards, look for the green signs that say exit. And there's different levels. We're on level 1. And on level 1, there's always these 2 terminals here on all 3 routes, these 2 terminals here. One is to turn in contraband, and one is to turn in your ore deposits. So when we're collecting our ores, this is where we turn it in to take time off of our sentence. Okay, if I could find us some rocks, that would be fantastic. Hopefully, if we could just find one rock that hasn't been broken by another player. Hopefully. So normally, like I said, you can just mine these rocks. They're pretty abundant, and most of the time you should be able to find them really quickly. But it seems on this server they've been basically mined out, which is kind of crazy on how much it's been mined out. And this is like Route 2. It's not even Route 1. That's absolutely insane. So we're just going to keep going deeper. That's okay, because I want to show you guys going deep into the mines anyways. It's kind of really frustrating for things like this on a tutorial, but it's also kind of good because this could happen to you to where you don't see any rocks to mine. So what do you do when that happens? Well, we have answers for everything around here. Astro Manny's got you covered. But Manny, I don't know how to hand mine. Don't worry, like I said, I'm going to show you how to hand mine. We'll get it all taken care of. So again, hopefully we'll find the rocks and be able to mine something. Maybe at some point, somewhere. That's crazy. We're now in depth 3, like I've been saying. It keeps going deeper and deeper. And you just got to find the numbers. There's a lot of dead ends. So So make sure you're not going to the dead ends and you're going to the numbers. You see, like, that's a way to go, but that's a dead end. You see how that's number 4? That's the correct way to go deeper. There's no way people mined all these rocks. Like, who came down here and mined all these rocks? I want to know that. It might be because the servers are persistent and they just stick around for so long, the servers, that eventually all these rocks get mined and the server never reloads the rocks. And that needs to be said, or that needs to be acknowledged, CIG, that your rocks, I'm assuming miners are probably pissed off about it too. Oh, there's one. There's finally a rock that we can mine. For miners out there, rocks are not respawning. Even probably in the caves, when you go cave mining or when you go looking for rocks on surfaces or even in the asteroid fields, rocks aren't respawning once they've been broken, and the servers, if the servers don't reset, these rocks never reset. So maybe that's something to think about, CIG. So here's a rock. When you pull up this by right-clicking on your mouse to pull up this, it scans the rock, and it's giving you information about the rock, right? So now you've scanned the rock, you can see how much the rock weighs and all that kind of stuff, and then you left-click to start the process. Now, when this starts, you want to be getting your power to this green box, not into the red. When you get to the green, it starts to break. And once you break it, then everything's all good and you collect your gems. Now, in order to do that, you're supposed to up your power level on your tool here. And you can see the power level right now is at 0. So in order to increase the power level is you hold left alt and you scroll with your mouse. And you can see the power level is going up. And now you can see down here, this little white bar is starting to slowly rise. The more power you give it, the faster it'll go up. And you know, it's a little game of giving it enough power to go up, but not too much power to go into the red, and find your nice little balance. Or maybe you just wanted to get up to the green zone real fast, and once you get near the green zone, you slow it down so you don't go into the red. And whether the server's working good or not, this usually isn't too much of a big deal to do hand mining. It's pretty easy to just handle your power, stay around, you know, the low 30 zone, 25 zone. If you need to drop it real low to keep it down in the green, you drop it real low. You see I've gone all the way down to 17 and it stopped rising. It's starting to come down a little bit even. I like to keep my bar at the bottom half of the green zone to be the most safe, because it's okay to go out of the green zone. It's not okay to go above the green zone. It's okay to drop below, but it's not okay to go above. You don't want to get any red. This might take a little bit of practice, but it's really not too hard. You just hold down that Alt key and use your scroll wheel to whatever you need to do. And once that green fills all the way up, you have successfully broken the rock with no issues. Right? And then voila. You just wait for the server to catch up. It breaks, and now you have these gems on the ground. These purple gems on the ground, because this was aphrite. Okay, I'm not going to go into the different types. There's aphrite, dolvanite, and hadnite, and different levels of what they're worth. I'm not going to go too much into all that process. The point is, when you only need an hour to get out of jail, it doesn't matter which rock you break. Any rock will get you out of jail. So you press. So now we're going to do collector mode on the multi-tool. Okay. I'm now in collection mode. If you look, it says gathering mode. I pressed B to do that. If I press B, it goes between mining and gathering mode. B on the keyboard. You go to gathering mode. It shoots out a laser, and that collects the gems on the ground. Because I'm on a bad server, it's going to be a little bit laggy. The better the server, the faster the process of collecting. So that's the problem with the server situation, is if you're on a bad server, this collecting might be a little bit buggy. But on a good server, the collecting works just fine. But eventually it'll work even on a bad server. I just hold the thing down and just keep clicking or looking at the gems, and eventually they'll fly at me and go directly into my inventory. The other option, be careful not to hit a guard or another inmate with your beam. Can you get away from me, sir? So the other option is to pick up all these gems by hand. That's the old way. This new multi-tool collector beam is still relatively new to the game. You used to have to pick them up by hand. And it just seems my server is so bad, guys, that it's not working at all. These are supposed to fly at me. Come on, game. Just work for a second. Playing the game in the middle of the day. We're 40 minutes into this video, guys. We gotta get out of prison. Okay, so if that doesn't work, you can pick up the dang thing yourself. Pick it up, store. You can pick it up and you can store it. And it should go into your inventory. It should be in your backpack. There you go. I got 2 of them in my backpack. Okay? So, if you're on a good enough server, the collector thing will work. Even on a bad server, it should work, theoretically. I just must be on the worst server of all time at the moment. You saw how long it took to render in that bunker. That was absolutely crazy. Okay, so if you only have an hour-long sentence, breaking 1 rock might even get you completely out. Breaking 2 rocks will probably for sure get rid of your whole crime stat and your time. So just breaking 2 rocks will probably take your whole hour away and you'll be out. So you break 2 rocks, you go back, you turn them in, and you're out. If you have a longer sentence, say you guys have been a real bad citizen and got a crime stat of bigger than 3 or have a longer time, and you have maybe 12 hours or so of a criminal surface. Oh, by the way, here is the oxygen terminal if you're doing the mission. This isn't the oxygen terminal for the mission. There's a bunch of them throughout the way, but these are oxygen terminals that you sometimes have to repair to get some to do the missions that will also take time off of your sentence. But again, if you've got a big, long sentence, you can run deep into the mines. It doesn't matter what route you go in, Route 1, Route 2, Route 3. You can go deep into the mines to the deeper levels, about level 8, 9, and 10. The gamma rays, you can see in the top right corner, will go down. If you go far deep enough into the mines, the gamma ray will go down. Okay? And what that means is you can do criminal things while you're here in prison and get away with it without further increasing your crime stat. So if you have a real long crime stat, instead of mining the rocks yourself, you can have somebody else do the work for you. The NPCs. We're now on number 8 of depth here in Route 2. In Route 1, 8 is all you got to go to. In Route 1, you go to 8 and the comms are down. In Route 2, it seems you got to go a little bit further. You see, in Route 2, once you get to depth 9, it's gone. So here's another oxygen kiosk. Now, what you can do now is look at this guy. He's been mining all day trying to get out of prison. Oh, I just knocked him out by pressing the middle mouse button to do a knockout move. Right? Knocked him out. Server is terrible. Lots of lag. But I knocked him out. I didn't get in trouble. Now I can take his loot, open up his backpack, and take his gems. Take his gems. Oh, he also had a knife. We'll take the knife. Why not? Take his gems, and now he's done the job for us. He just did all that work, and we just stole it from him. And now let's go find another NPC and knock him out and take his stuff. And then we'll go turn in our newly acquired gems from the NPC. and get out of prison ourselves. So keep going until we find one more NPC, then we'll turn around. As you can see, there's still rocks out here. Some of them have already been mined. A lot of them have already been mined, which is crazy. It's crazy to see that there's already mined. Oh, so here's some rocks here. These are Hadnite rocks. Hadnites are the most expensive ones. So if you see Hadnite ones, you can definitely do those and get some good cash or get some good gems out of them. The Hadnite gems are the most expensive ones. And we'll talk about that when we get to the kiosk. So we're just going to get this NPC and we're going to get out of here. So lots of terrible lag on this server. We're going to loot him, open up his backpack, and we're going to take all his gems. Voila. You could also take their multi-tool. The multi-tool is, you can turn that into the contraband one. And along with the shiv, you could turn those into the contraband one and get some contraband. Okay, so that's the level 11. We want to go to the exit sign. So now all we're looking is for the green exit terminals. It's the same route that we came here in. It's just on the other side of the signs there's the exit. And those are highlighted green, so it's much easier to see the exits than the numbers on your way. So as you can see, we can see the bright exit signs and follow those to make our way back to society. See, there's the green glow. That's what we're looking for. So now while we're walking back, we can talk about other things. Leave down in the comments below your guys' prison experiences, or what was the first time you accidentally or purposely got a Crimestat. If you're still with me in this video, you're either really interested in Crimestat stuff, or you're a very dedicated viewer and you are super awesome and you're MVP, and appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for your guys' views and your time. I do try my hardest to give you guys really solid information and just give you guys great commentary throughout the whole time. Yeah, so let me know your guys' experience of Crimestats in prisons down below in the comments. Start a conversation, have some time, you know, join the Discord. Hit that join button to become a member. Be a cool kid and become part of the member program. You know, all those wonderful things. We did travel a little bit of distance here in the mines as we make our way back. As we make our way back and turn in these gems, these ores, we're going to go ahead and talk about the money system in prison. Prison actually has its own money system. They're called merits, and so the whole prison system has its own money. The amount of stuff that you turn in, the gems and the time that you're here and all that stuff earns you merits for, you know, doing good things. You earn merits, and that's how you get out of prison. When you get a certain amount of merits that covers your time expense, that's when you get out. But you can also trade those merits. Just like you can give other people money, you can also trade the merits with people in prison. So if you and another friend are in here doing this and you find a lot more gems than they do, you can turn all your gems in, get a whole crap ton of the merits like you normally would, and then trade it to your friend so they could get out of jail too. But you just have to make sure that you're, you know, distributing the amount that you want to distribute and all that stuff. It works just like money. Pretty self-explanatory. But the point is, it's a whole different system. You send merits instead of money. I will show you that in the kiosk here when we go to turn in these gems or ores, whichever one you want to call it. I know this is going on a 50-minute video now, but don't worry, we're almost done because we're basically out of prison. I'm just showing you all the things that you can do in prison. So here we are. We're on Route 1. As you can see, that's Route 2. We're now on, or we're not on Route 1. We're on Depth 1. We're on Route 2. Depth 1. And this is Depth 2 sign. We're back in the Depth 1, which is where the kiosk is. So here we are at the kiosk, and we can turn in our mineral deposits, our ores. So this shows you we have 39 minutes left on our um, time, right? So here is the materials we have: Aphrodite, Dolvanite, and Hadnite. We don't have any Hadnite. And it tells you how much you get for merits per each one. So as you see, Aphrodite's the lowest. It only gives you 60 per one, and the Dolvanite gives you 250, and the Hadnite gives you 460 per one. So like I said, if you see Hadnite, that's the most expensive one, so you want to go ahead and grab the Hadnite when you can. It also gives you a whole little thing here. It says how much time you served, and this cross line shows you how much merit contribution will be put through, which is we're going to be turning in 4,240 merits, and that's going to take care of the rest of our sentence, because this is the red is the original sentence, and then if we had any left over, it would show the solid red if we have any left over. But as you can see, we'll be able to get out of prison by turning in what we have here, and it's going to take away the rest of the time, and we're good to go. So we're now going to hit deposit, processing, success.
Actions, we've reduced time on your sentence. Isn't that great?
That's great.
You have completed your required sentence in our facility. We at Klesher Rehabilitation are extremely proud to have played a role in your rehabilitation and hope that you've used this time to better yourself as a human and as a member of civilized society.
Well, thank you, sir. Wonderful. Okay. So I'm also going to go over here and show you guys that you can sell your contraband. So as you see in our backpack, we have a shiv, which is worth 700. 700. The shiv that we got is worth 700 merits. So we don't need these merits, but you can't take the shiv back with you. You have to leave it in the mine. And a multi-tool is worth 290. Mind you, you can also sell the multi-tool that is on you, on your person, as well, by putting it off, by taking it off of your waist and putting it in your backpack. You can sell your own multi-tool. And that's how it's done. Sometimes the kiosk will not accept your ore deposit, like it'll say failure to accept or failure to sell. And sometimes that happens if you have too many ores in a stack. So like if you have them stacked in your backpack, and say you have a stack of like 30, sometimes that's what's causing the failure to sell. So if it does ever say failure to sell, you should unstack your stack of ores and make the stack like stacks of 10. If you keep it as stacks of 10 or lower, then it'll work every time and have no problem.
Leave all materials found during mining expeditions outside the living area. These might contain contaminants.
See, and they say don't take anything back in, so if you have a shiv, you shouldn't have a shiv on you, and things like that. So do just be aware of that, and we're good to go. So like I said, it did say that we no longer have time. We're now able to be released. You could also check in here. It says, congratulations, you are eligible for release. We are all good. We also have 5,344 total merits. If we needed to trade some away, we could trade some away if we wanted to. And when you're ready to leave, you go to inmate processing. You head here, and they give you a whole little speech.
Attention! Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released. Let's give them a round of applause. Good luck.
Hooray! Oh, sorry, go in the third person, cut his speech off. I apologize. I didn't know that was going to happen. If you come here and you have not completed your sentence, then this chart might have something to say about that. So we go over here, and we take our elevator to go back to the real world. And again, like I know this is kind of a long video, but this covers everything about prison other than escaping. If you want to see escaping, I have escaping videos. And you can watch those if you want. There's always that option. It gives you a little black screen, and then it's going to spawn you at Everest Harbor above Hurston. So it doesn't take you back to Grimhex, or it doesn't take you back to where you were before. It puts you at Everest Harbor, and out of prison you get. Voila. And so like I said, we are at Everest Harbor on Hurston because the prison is on Aberdeen. So it takes you to the station, Everest Harbor. And it seems we're still in our prison outfit. Now, guys, this is actually kind of really lucky because the prison outfits, you can only get them by escaping prison most of the time. You're supposed to, I'm telling you, 99% of the time, you're going to spawn in the gear that you came into prison with. 99% of the time, you're going to spawn in the gear you came into prison with. Okay? 99% of the time. This server is running so bad that it didn't give me my armor back. That's crazy. That's crazy how bad this server is running. Because this is not supposed to happen. You're supposed to spawn with your full set of gear that you came into prison with. So the game is just so bugged out. But, like I said, this is actually good. Because now we got this really cool prison outfit that you normally can't get anywhere unless you escape from prison. So I'm actually happy that this happened because I get this unique prison outfit. And even sometimes players will buy prison outfits because it's so hard to get them because escaping is relatively difficult. And yeah, the server's running so bad that we're in a prison outfit. But the Crimestat's gone. You can see the comms are up. Crimestat is gone. And everything is all good. Let's check if they gave us our Aurora here.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Because it should give us the last ship that we flew here at Everest Harbor. You see? Aurora MR is here. And it will have all the stuff that was still in the ship.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the Please
Because
Visit
it
Us
got
Again.
just sent over here magically. Well, I thought some magic was happening. We even have a placeholder. Oh, that's at Everest Harbor though. Okay, so the video is just about over. I just want to show that the ship is here and everything's all good. Really, like I said, 99% of the time you're going to spawn with all your armor on unless you're on a server as bad as the one I'm on. So, yeah, just be aware of that. Other than that, everything is perfectly fine. The Aurora is here. We get a free prison outfit. Boom! I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Wait a minute. Oh my god, it's like magic, guys. Hey, I thought I lost this gear forever. Oh my god, it's like magic, guys. See, I told you would spawn with the armor you were wearing when you go in. But the other bug that we didn't talk about is that if you've been to prison previously in a different outfit, sometimes you'll get that other outfit instead of the outfit that you actually wore. So like it's like a queue line. At one point, I went into prison with this outfit on, okay? And then I broke out of prison. Okay, so when I broke out of prison, it didn't give me back the outfit. When you break out of prison, you get out with your jumpsuit, the prison jumpsuit, and you don't get your armor back. So this outfit got put in a queue to give me back when I get back out of prison. It got put in a queue, and so here it is. So the next time I go to prison, I'll get the armor back that I was wearing last time. So but yeah, so that's it, guys. Before this hits an hour mark, we're going to end it. Thank you guys so much. I did forget to take screenshots while I'm down there. Oh well. Yeah. This has been how to deal with the Crimestat and how to go to prison and take care of that and turn yourself in and all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, always, of course, leave a comment down below. Smash that like button, please, guys, for all this crazy adventures and whatnot, and all this wildness of the game. Yeah, and you guys know what to do. Subscribe for more videos. Notification bell. Join the membership program. Be an awesome person. and join that awesome Astro Mercenaries membership program. Go that extra mile. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Astro Manny signing off. I hope, again, you had a wonderful day. And adios, guys. Adios.